Happy New Day. Happy New Day. Happy amazing Friday. Today is the best day of your life. I can only imagine living my life as Source designed it for me to live. I can only imagine that. Because as you see things through your lenses, that is what things appear to be. The words I'm hearing is, I can only imagine. I can only imagine how life is when I focus on me, when I focus on love, when I focus on happiness, when I focus on my family, when I focus on those things that excite me. I can only imagine. I can only imagine how things would be if I focus on those things that does not please me. But when I focus on the goodness of those things that raise my vibration, I get excited about, I can only imagine. I can only imagine the sky, the trees, the beautiful sky, the sun. I can only imagine the grass, how beautiful it is. See, I'm only imagining that. Because as I imagine it, it is. It is. My world, I can only imagine. I can only imagine love. I can only imagine joy. I can only imagine sending love out. I can only imagine that. Because what I imagine from within is what I see without. And I'm hearing the word is, I can only imagine. I imagine today is the best day of my life. I can only imagine the next minute, not the next hour, but I can only imagine because I'm expecting those things to happen in such a joyous way. And my imagination or imagination, magic. I can only imagine. And I'm hearing my guys say, the very thing that you imagine are the things that you experience. You can imagine those things that you desire to experience. And wow, stepping outside of the limit of your imagination, because your imagination is without limits. As Bob Proctor said, if you could hold it in your mind or hold it in your hand, you could hold it in your hand or you can experience it in your reality. And in your reality is your imagination. So I can only imagine. My happiness, I can imagine it. Everything in your world you desire to experience, imagine it. Everything in your reality, imagine it. So I am Oracle, Mother Yanis Lamel, NutriPrime Supreme, 126 of the Messiah Code Movement in the Thuwalu Tribe. I greet you today in this amazing space that we are in, the mastery of self. What you see is what you get. What you see is what's happening. What you see is what you connect with. So I give love. I receive love. I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is my guide. There is one truth, one law. I create. I am a divine being having a divine human experience here in the heart on planet Earth. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This is the best day of my life. And as I am so grateful to be able to be on this podcast and hearing, and I'm driving or was driving, and begin to focus on the very experience that I'm experiencing. And as I'm driving, I'm hearing I Am Love share, and we're sharing together my higher self. We're talking about 8 billion people. 8 billion people in the world. And my guys are saying, do you actually think 8 billion people in the world are actually experiencing the same thing that you are experiencing? And I began to think about that, because in the illusional things, we actually think that everybody is experiencing the same thing. And the answer to that question is no. Everybody is not experiencing the same thing. Everybody's not experiencing the same thing. Nor is everybody experiencing the movie that we just had about the food stamps. So not everybody was experiencing that. But the picture was painted that everybody all over the world, or everybody that was in the United States, was experiencing a food shortage. Do you actually think that everybody in the world thinks that there is a land shortage? Do you actually think that everybody in the world think there's a food shortage? And I was thinking about that, because those are the thoughts that were floating through my head. And it's like, wow, I never really thought about that. The answer to that question is no, because everybody doesn't think like that. There are some that do think like that, but not everyone. And so the picture that is painted is that really the only ones that are experiencing those things are those that are in their world. Not everybody is experiencing food shortage. Not everybody sees that through their lenses. Not everybody sees the world the same way you see it. Not everybody sees the world the same way I see it. So everybody is not experiencing that. But the illusional world paints that picture that everybody is experiencing the same thing. But everyone is not experiencing the same thing. Not everybody is going through the shift right now. Not everybody is experiencing 3-Eye Atlas right now. Not everyone is. Not everyone is. It's your world. You are experiencing this in your world. You are experiencing 3-Eye Atlas in your world. Not everybody are experiencing 3-Eye Atlas in their world, because not everybody is awakening right now. Even though it's painted that way, that everybody is experiencing the shift, everybody's experiencing the awakening, but it's not. Everyone is not experiencing the awakening. The awakening is only coming to those who it is their moment of time to experience the awakening. It is their time of shifting to their next level in their experience, or their graduation time. Not everyone is experiencing that. There are more still coming in, and there are more transitioning to the next level. So no. So in this experience, this is what we were talking about. I'm getting hot. We were sharing about that, what you see in life. In the mastery class is to master things, or to already have mastered. You've already mastered. So let's talk about this. This is the master class, and you are a master. You are a leader. We are a leader, a savior. We are a writer, a producer, a director, inventor, architect. We are all of it. We've mastered everything in our life journey experience. And the master of self is the shift. Mastering everything that you have already gone through. And you're at the exam part of your experience. So looking and experiencing and seeing that you are taking your exam. You are taking your exam. And that's where we are right now. Let me acknowledge my team and energy. We are always an open channel for source to flow through. So acknowledging Galactic Council, Galactic, Star Nation, Star Being, Council of Lights, Archangels, and the Spirit Guides. Mother, Father, Prime Creator, the ancestors of the higher realms, we do acknowledge you. The Ascended Masters, the 24 Elders, we do acknowledge them in this now present moment. We acknowledge the breath and all the elements and the elemental energies that are here right now in this space. We acknowledge the animal totems that are here. We acknowledge you. We're an open channel for source to flow through as we yield ourselves, in wholeness. This is the greatest space to be in, honoring our ancestors of the higher realm. Grandma Charlotte, Mother Rosa, Mother Karen, my father Johnny, Rabbi Yair, acknowledging all that are right here in this moment. We acknowledge the wind, the air, the breath, the spirit, the rain, the clouds, the sun. We acknowledge it now. Wholeness. Everything is moving throughout time and space, space and time. With gratitude. Every rhythm that is beating within our heart, every organ in our body, we acknowledge the vehicle that carries us throughout this time and space, our human ship. Gratitude. Gratitude. Oh, this is a wonderful space to acknowledge. This is a wonderful space to give gratitude. The eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, the breath, the heart, the kidney, the liver, the legs, the feet, the arms, the fingers, the tongue. Oh, acknowledge. Loving our body. It's so wonderful to be able to love your body, that you're still here, that you open your eyes, acknowledging that. Oh, we are full of gratitude today. I am loved. It is a beautiful space to be in right now. It is a wonderful space to be in. Yeah. It is a wonderful sacred space to be in right now. The lungs, breathing in and out. The pancreas, gallbladder, the liver, all functioning. It's time to function. Gratitude. Yeah, gratitude. Let us breath. Let us do the community breath. Just starting out with I love you today. I love you today. You are the greatest gift to humanity. I love you. I love everything about you. Oh, that's beautiful. The way you walk, the way you talk. I love you. I love the way you allow yourself to be an open channel for source to flow through. I love you. Today is an amazing space to be in. So just allowing love to flow through you today. So excited about today. So excited about getting up. So excited about connecting with others. So excited about this. Today is my best day of my life. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the change. I'm excited about the change. because I am the change. So let's do the community breath. The heart just beating. Yeah. So let's do the community breath. We're going to breathe in for 3, hold for 3, and release for 3. Let us begin. Today, I watch my footsteps. The Most High watches them everywhere they go. I use words of kindness today. The Most High listens to everything I say. I do things out of kindness today. The Most High bless me for all things that are done out of kindness. Whatever the matter, the Most High knows about it. Everything I am experiencing today, the Most High knows about it. No one can choose my mountain or tell me when and where and how to climb my mountain. It's my challenge. It's your challenge alone. At your own pace and at your own time, in your own journey, and at your own experience. That everything that you're experiencing or you're walking through, it is yours. It is yours. Everything in your world today that you are walking through, it is yours. It is your rhythm that you are climbing your mountain. You've overcome every storm. You've overcome every challenge. Today is the day of the mastery of self. Is that today I walk with my head up. I walk with my head up. I hold the baton. I am the creator of my reality. Today, Mother, the pen and the paper. Color is red. I am the author, the writer, and the producer and the director. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end. I am the one that fills the pages in the inside of my book. I am what holds things together in my experience. I think my internet is glitching a little bit. I saw myself freeze on the screen. We're going to trust that it's something temporary, but we're going to go on. I don't see anything, so I noticed that yesterday it did it, and I noticed that on YouTube that it didn't glitch on YouTube, but it glitched on here. So let us keep walking. We're not moved by distractions because what is flowing through us is going through us. And yeah, I'm grateful. Let's shift. We're shifting. We're shifting. I felt myself shift. I saw myself shift, and I shifted. But you are amazing, and I need to see. So happy new day to everyone that's on Facebook, YouTube, and Messiah Code. If it is warm, roaming, and glitching, I noticed that on YouTube, it's not doing it. Yesterday, it didn't do it over there. I went back and I saw it. So today, I saw it. So you might want to shift over there. But what I want to share with you is tell you that you're the greatest gift to yourself, and you're the greatest gift to humanity. You are the master. Self-mastery is everything. In this class here that we are sharing together at the round table, sharing with each other, self-mastery, mastery of self. We've mastered to know that everything that we have experienced has only been an illusion. And now we understand that we are the creator of this reality. We are making an exodus. We are making an exodus out of the illusional world to understand that we are the master of self. So Sadawa Dithar, and it is Friday. Yes, Friday. Let me read out of the Introduction to Magic Divination, the 141. Today is number 14. So actually we have the second issue of numbers in there. We have an actually 141 today. So today, Friday, it's cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. There is no such thing as chance. Everything in your life, not by chance, but according to law, according to the universal law. Everything in your experience, in my experience, our experience that we have experienced, our experience is according to the universal law. What goes up comes down. What goes in comes out. It's universal law. What you release comes back. Universal law. So, chance is just a word we use when the exact cause of certain effects are not recognized, are known. Every cause has its effect. There is a common denominator. Law that makes it happen. Law is everything. I, self, law, am master. I, self, law, am master. You are the master of your journey, of your experience. We are the master of our reality. And our reality, we are the master of what we are creating. We are the master of every word that we are speaking. We are the master. So if you understood the consequences of your action. So whatever we have done or whatever we are doing, there is universal law for everything that we do. So in other words, we're not victims. We're not a victim. The universe is responding. So everything that we have done or everything that we are doing, the universe responds because it's universal law. As above, so below, as within, so without. It is all law. All law, if we understood that the word Lord is actually exchanged for the word law. Law is the word Lord. Lord is the word law in the book of the Helio, the Biblos, the book of the Sun, which we call the Bible. The word Lord is actually law. If you understood the consequence of your action, then you can choose what action you're going to take. You can choose what action to take, but in so doing, you also choose the consequence that follow cause and effect. For every cause, there is an effect. So everything in this whole world, in your world, in your experience, is governed by law. So in the your world, because as my I Am Love, we were sharing that we had our early conversation that we have, is that not everybody is experiencing the same thing at the same time. It's your world, my world. Everybody has a world. There's not just one world. We don't experience the same thing in the same world, but we are having an experience. So what you actually see through your lenses may not be the same thing that I see through my lenses, but what I see is what I am experiencing in my world. Your world, is a reflection, or your reflection is what is happening in your world. So not everybody experienced the same thing. Not everybody experienced what's happening with the government. Everybody wasn't experiencing that. And that's why many of us did not have that reaction as others were reacting, because that was in their world. That was not in your world. You were just looking through the lenses as they were experiencing that on another timeline. Remember, we are the creator of our reality. We, the mastery of self, are understanding now that all has been a movie, an illusion. But we are the creator of our reality. And in this life experience, or on this life journey, where is it? Life journey that we are on, that we're experiencing, everything is happening by us. That's a big one. Everything in your world is happening by you. And you say, well, God is doing this. As we shared before, no one is doing anything to you. Just know that you are co-creator of your reality. Source. Well, who is Source? Oracle. Source. When I share about Source is where the ocean, the sky, the rain, and the sun, and you and me gets our energy from. We are wholeness with that. Why? The source is why the sun is the sun, the moon is the moon, the sky is the sky, the rain is the rain, the earth is the earth. That's source. Source is where everything comes from. That's source. So when you hear me say source, many say God, many say Lord, but source is source, where the same ocean gets its energy from, to be the ocean. That's the source. It's the same as the waves that are on the sea to move the way it does. That's the source. You don't see a hand out there that makes the wave move, but the source does. Because source and you, source and me, we are wholeness. You only exist because of source. In other words, 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Source is the dot. I exist because of source. You exist because of source. We exist because of source. Everything is source. We are source energy. We are source energy in the physical body, having the physical experience. So we are the part of source that's in the human ship, that's having or had the human experience, or having the human experience. And not everyone that you are in contact with is having that experience right now, that is going through the shift right now. Not everybody is experiencing the shift right now, though it may look like that, but they are not. There's over, 8 billion people, and not everybody is experiencing that. I love that. I'm just keeping it real with you. So I wanted to read this little one. This is the mastery of self. The mastery of self is really to know that you're the creator. It's that your thoughts that you are connecting to, or the thoughts that you are creating, or the thoughts that you are thinking, you're the master of them. It's that the master is that you actually see, and I love that the cat is the cat, and the dog is the dog, the horse is the horse, and the rain is the rain, and the wind is the wind, and the sun is the sun. That's the master. The master self is that I'm the master, I self-law, and master of this vehicle. It is me, all me, source, and I wholeness. The master yourself. There's nothing or nobody else out there but you in your world. It's all you. You design everything. We design everything. Master yourself. We design everything that we are experiencing. We wrote it, we chose it, we're producing it, we are producing it, we are directing it, we are. So I wanted to read this little, and this is the mastery of self. So this is a Toltec guide, personal freedom, and Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., the mastery of self. And just a little italics, were a couple of verses down here. Not that which the eye can see, but whereby the eye can see. Not that which the ear can hear, but that whereby the ear can hear. Not that which can be spoken with words, but that whereby words can be spoken. Not that which the mind can think, but that whereby the mind can think. In other words, you control this experience, your experience. You're the master of your journey. And my guys are saying that everything is you. You know, you woke now. We are awakened, and it's all you. Everything you're choosing. And my guys are showing me that you're somewhere laying back, relaxing, visualizing yourself on the beach, having I don't drink, so having a nice lemonade, and everything else is happening, but you're creating it. So as the master, you actually seeing that the change that's happening on the outside is the change that's happening inside of you. Where things have been off balance, they are being balanced out. And my guys are saying that the same thing is happening inside of you, because inside of you is the reflection of what's happening on the outside. There is the balance inside, so there's a balance outside. There's a resetting on the inside, there's a resetting on the outside. So what's going on with the government inside is going on with the government outside. Is a resetting. You are the governor over your own vehicle, and it's the change is happening in you, so the change is happening on the outside. You are the master. And so as we are continuing healing on a daily journey, or a daily path that we are as master, that we're changing things. The master changed things. The leader, if I was talk about the Messiah, and let's talk about the Messiah. And it's a happy early rise as we talk about the Messiah. The Messiah, there's the female Messiah, there's the male Messiah, there's Lamel, female Messiah. So the Messiah, a leader, a savior of a particular group or cause, and one that is in preparation for war. So let's talk about that war thing. So the illusion of the world talks about the war out there, which guns and knives and stuff. But when we actually understand it as the master of self, the war is really in the mind. But as the Kybalion says, if we start talking about the Kybalion, we understand that the mind is all, or the all is mine. The all is mine. So the all is mine. The battle is in the mind. So the all is mine, and the universe is mental. So we're talking about, we're sharing about something that's really going on inside of our vehicle, something that's going on inside of us. Not what we actually see out there, but there has been something going on inside of us. And so as the master, as the Messiah, as the leader, as the savior, so we're talking about this whole vehicle being a whole entire network. So as the master, as the leader, as the savior, as the ascended master, as the awakened one, we are resetting, rebooting this whole system. So it's not out there, because the system can't be rebooted and reset out there. It's in here. And so what's up here? The mind. The mind, the all is mind. The universe is mental. The macro, the micro, the mind. It's all in here. How we reset everything So the battle is in the mind. So in other words, that my thoughts have always created my reality, because according to the universe, the universal laws, the universe is only matching my frequency, picking up on my vibration. So really, I've never been a victim. God has always been answering my prayer, because it picked up on my frequency. My subconscious mind, my private secretary, has always been recording everything that I have been vibrating. I have been, the frequency of my vibration, my subconscious mind have always been recording. And guess what? God has always been answering my prayer. So it really is that the all is mine. So as you think or as you see, you're receiving. There's nothing or no one out there. It's all you. It's all you. So as you are understanding that the matrix has always been about that, and we were talking about the simulation, we were talking about that coming in, and I had the scene that come to me, and it was like Neil, Neil. Well, we know Neil was talking about one, but we know we're talking about wholeness, the collective consciousness. And so as they were showing me, I am love, they were showing me the part where Morpheus had took Neil down. It looks like New York. I'm going to say New York, the scene. And he was walking among the people, right? But then there was a scene in there, a part in there where the woman in the red dress appeared, right? And that was, he got distracted. But he was seeing people look like backdrop people, non-player characters in there. But then he got distracted. He saw the woman in the red dress. And he turned his head. He got off the path. He got distracted. He got unfocused. And then Morpheus asked him a question. Basically, were you focused? Are you still on the path? And he was like, were you looking at the woman in the red dress? And it froze everything. And then he told him, look again. But see, what he saw was actually Smith. So in your experience, in your journey, we've been among a lot of Smiths. We've been among a lot of backdrop people. We've been among a lot of non-player characters. And a lot of non-player characters and backdrop people, the Smiths, we actually been thinking that they have been doing things to us. But actually, we have been the creator of the program. We have been the designer of the program. Remember, the all is mind. The universe is mental. There is no other energy outside of our energy. So we have been the designer. Remember, Neil was the designer. He was the one that created the programs. This is what the Smiths wanted. They wanted him to come and create new programs that would not eliminate them. Not positive programs. They wanted him to keep making programs of negative things. But as you, the master of self, understanding that your vibration rising, your consciousness rising, master of who you are, of the reality, you are designing new programs that create, that offer love, peace, joy, happiness, abundance, health, wealth, prosperity. You are designing this. Oh, I love that. So, Happy New Day, Charity. As the creator, as the designer that we are, the all is mine. There's nothing else out. The all is mine. So the universe is mental. We're not a victim. We are a creator. And so self-mastery, or mastery of self, is knowing that I am aware of what is happening around me. Not to me, because there's nothing happening to me. I'm creating it. Isn't that something? I'm creating it. Many have, like, well, how am I creating it? I'm not God, but you are God. I mean, I can share that with you. You would not be here now if you didn't already know that. We are all creators having an experience. I mean, we say the word God, but it just kind of waters it a little bit. It adds a little bit of water to it, but you are a creator. We are designers. We are writers. We are also actors. We are producers. We are directors. Remember, this whole thing has been a movie. It's when you say lights, cameras, action. And everyone that has played a part in it has either been a backdrop person or a non-player character in your movie. Remember, it's your world, and you have been the writer of this whole script. It's all us. And so I'm really loving this, to know as the master of self is that I have the power to change it. I have the power to write a whole new script. I actually have the power to produce a whole new movie. Isn't that? And that whole new movie is New Heaven and New Earth. I have that power and that ability to do that. It's all good, Charity. We've been sending love to you. It's all good. I have that ability, is to rise above anything in my life that I have never, or I didn't want to experience. But if I had never had the experience, I never would have gotten the lesson, you know? So as the author and the one that controls the pen and the paper, as the mother does, which means that everything is me. I'm writing this. I'm living this. The change in my life, I am. You know, so I believe that's where we are in this, understanding that as self-mastery, you take full responsibility from here on out. You're taking full responsibility for everything in your life. So all those other parts of you, that roles that you played, you take full responsibility for that. You know, the responsibility of whom, what, when, where, how, why, you take full responsibility for it as the creator. And it's like calling your power back to you, because that's self-mastery and knowing that source and you are wholeness. You're co-creators of your world, and everything is happening through you, for you. I love that. And you know, it's the greatest story. You actually writing the greatest story that has ever been written. And you are producing the greatest movie that has ever been produced. As a matter of fact, you are directing the greatest movie that has ever been directed. And when we talk about Hollywood and we talk about the stars, you are the real stars. You are the real stars. We are the real stars. It looks out there that those that, well, they got the trophies and all this, but really, we are the real stars. We are the real stars. Oh, I love that. So, where else we going? We are the real stars. I'm just keeping it real. Starlight, Starlight, Starbright, and then wish I may, I wish I might, wish star, you know, all that. But twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. You know, we say that, we read that out of the book to the children in there. But you are star seeds, light workers. You have actually been undercover. No need to be undercover now. You are source energy. You are light. You are light. We are light beings having this light being experience. And everything that's happening right now in your world is happening for you. The solar flares, and you hear me say that, the solar flares, the aurora borealis, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, all is happening in your world for you. It is all doing a resetting in this whole entire system. Yeah. And oh yeah, 3-Eye Atlas is a part of that as well. So, anything else I need to read out of that? It's just so amazing to know this. And man, I'm looking at that. It's so beautiful to see that, man, there's so much love today. There's so much love in knowing and freeing yourself. It's actually, you a creator. You are a creator of this thing, this whole reality. You're a creator. No, there's no one doing anything. You're the master of your world. You're the master of your world. And everything that you see through your lenses, you're creating that. So, yeah. I need to read. So we're just going to read this. We haven't read this. Let's read this. So let's read this together. And this is the Kybalion. You know what it says in the Kybalion? It says that many sayings is that when the student is ready, the teacher will come. The Kybalion came to me. How we got there? How we got in my house? I don't have the answer for that. But it appeared in there. Perhaps one of my life journeys, I went to an old and rare bookstore and picked up a book that looked strange to me and put it on my shelf, as I always do. And this happened to be one of them. But I want to read this and flow with me, because I am all love and you are too. Dear soul, your journey here on out is mastery of self. That's the next shift. You are stepping into a whole new level in this experience. It's not being the follower. It is not being the sidekick, but it is you being the leader and the master. I love that. Men have striving hard to answer this question, but still there is no answer worthy of the name. Some have imagined the all has something to gain by it, but this is absurd. For what could the all gain that it did not already possess? Others have sought the answer in the idea that the all wished something to love, and others that it created for pleasure, amusement, or because it was lonely, or it to manifest its power. Pearl explanation, an idea belonging to the childish period of thought. Others have sought to explain the mystery or the mastery by assuming that the all found itself compelled to create by reason of its own eternal nature. It created its instinct. This idea is in advance of the other. Happy New Day. But its weak point lies in the idea of the all being compelled by anything eternal external. If its internal nature, creative instinct, compelled to all to do anything, then the eternal nature, creative instinct would be the absolute instead of the all. And so accordingly, that part of proportion fall, and yet the all does create, and manifest and seems to find some kind of satisfaction in doing so. We are creators. We are the all. We are wholeness. We are creators. We are creating our reality. Oh, I love that. And it is difficult to escape the conclusion that in some infinite degree, it must have what would correspond to an inner nature, creative instinct in man, with correspondingly infinite desire and will. It could not act unless it willed to act. Will to act. And it would not will to act unless it desired to act. You agreed to come here and have this experience. You agreed to go through everything that you have gone through and to arrive right here where you are, where we are. Everything that we have experienced, we agreed to experience that. The all is mine. The universe is mental. Everything in your world right now, you're master. So let me read this last part. And all these things would belong to the inner nature. It might be postulated or as existing according to the law of correspondence. But still, we prefer to think of the all as acting entirely free from any influence. You're acting free from anything. You are the master of this. It's not you needing anybody to pat you on the back. You are driving. You're driving this. You are living this. You are source energy. You are the experience. You are the energy of love. You are the energy of peace. You are the energy of light. You are infinite intelligence. You are this wholeness. You are this bright light. We are. And this it's like where something had been away and it's fit right back in the place where it's supposed to be. That's who you are. That's who we are. That's where we are. The mastery of self. I am all love. All love is within me. And I can only share with you, it's just love. It's like, you take what you have gone through and you learn how to master that, what you have gone through, and use it for the greater benefit of your experience. It would be the same with the cube. And understanding that the cube that I designed, or this cube that I designed, so the cube that I designed, no one else designed this cube but me, because the all is mine. So it's made up of all whatever I have thought or I have decided to connect to, but I designed it. What I thought about myself, how I felt about myself, everything that I thought about myself, I was designing that cube. And the moment that the shift, it's like the shift or the awakening, the experience, I rose above the storm, it began to change. I began to understand that cube that I was actually trapped in, I began to understand that I could get it to work for my benefit. Because within the cube, I began to change what I thought about myself. And the moment that I began to change and began to go inside, I began to see that the bars began to expand. And they began to expand because I began to have self-love for myself. Because that's the only way I could rise. I began to understand that Source have always been with me, and Source and I have always been wholeness. And that I understand that the way I designed it, that I didn't really design it to trap myself. Because I came here as light. I came here as love. Though I'm in the world, it didn't mean that I was of the world. I came here undercover. I like that. I came here undercover. And I realized that though I was kind of being persuaded that I was something else other than what I really am, that there was an expiration date on that story. I like that. Just like you have like on certain foods and things, there's an expiration date on it. That the expiration date was on that there was a time that I was going to shift into really knowing who I am. And that is happening right now. So I've never been without. I've really never been away from Source, because Source has always been me, and Source and I have always been. No matter what I have gone through, because I agreed to go through this. We chose some of the hardest tests. I'm serious. Starseed Lightworkers, we picked some of the hardest things in Earth school to go through. Because Earth, this universal school, is the hardest school, have the hardest test. And guess what? You pass the exam. I love that one. You pass the exam. That is why 3R Atlas is here. You pass the exam. I love that. So, I love this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, y'all. Don't you know you passed the exam and things are just instantly manifesting in your reality? Everything that you think is actually lined up to happen, whatever you've been asking for, it's just happening for you. I'm serious. My dreams are instantly manifesting. I'm only speaking for myself because it's real. Everything I'm dreaming is actually happening. I'm talking about it. I go to sleep, it happened. I say, somebody asked me this. Yeah. Someone asked me the other day to focus on something, and it happened. This is not just now. This is going on for a while. And it's because graduation, we mastered, we passed the exam. We passed the exam. Good things are aligned to us. All your desires or all your requests are things that, in other words, my guys are saying that your reward is here. Just to sum it up like that. Your reward is here. Your reward is here. Because there was an agreement before you came here. Your reward is here. Instant manifestation. I'm just keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. So, let me, what do you want me to read out of here? I have the book. So let's just close it and just pick one to read. Yeah. All right. So we got chapter 17. There's seven on here. From here, there's 7. We got chapter 17, Star Walker, Mastering Astral Perception in the Geometric of the Soul. Oh, I love. Look at these 7 synchronicities of numbers. Here it is. So chapter 17, Star Walker, Mastering Astral Perception in the Geometry of the Soul. There comes a moment when breath no longer enters lung. It enters memory. Look at that. This is self-mastery. We no longer do things the same way. Like it's through you remembering before you came down here into this program. We're remembering before that. The soul is remembering. When sound no longer travels through air, but through the soul. When darkness no longer conceals, but reveals. Good. That moment arrives when the cube collapses. I love how the universe flows through me. The moment arrives when the cube collapses. Not into void, but into presence. And what remains is not emptiness, but the original feel. Listen to this. The original feel. This is what's happening to us. A 361 degrees. Spirit of full perception. We are returning. Have returned to that which we've always been. And I'll say the beginning. Light. Source. Inside the field, you are no longer a body within a room. You are the orbit and the axis. You are the witness and the witness. The current and the calm. The universe has to pick this because, I just opened the book, remember? Number 4, to dwell in this state requires star walking training. This is self-mastery. It is not a doctrine, it is discipline. A practice in breath, tone, darkness, multi-dimensional geometry. I'm going to leave it with that. Yeah, we're going to leave it with that. I'm hearing that you, we, us, mastery of self, we are breath. We are what makes breath. We are light. We are what makes light. We are what makes particles of everything. We are what everything is. We are what the universe is. We are every particle thing that makes everything exist. Like we are the stardust. We are all of it. We have everything. So I wanted to share that. I think that's pretty much, and my guys are saying, isn't that wonderful that you are all love? You are all love. You are all love. We are all love. You mastered all of this. Oh, I love that. So let's go home. Let's wake up. Let's wake up, y'all. Let's go home. It's a new reality. Let's go home. We've done everything. We've done everything that we're here to do. Consciousness is rising. I love that. Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel, NutriPrime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement in the Walu Tribe. I've had an amazing experience today with you. I've connected with you, or we have connected with you, higher than we've ever connected with you before. We've actually been flying throughout the space in a different dimension, on a different level. We wasn't where we were yesterday. We're in a different time and space together. And we have reached together higher than we've ever reached before. Isn't that amazing? We've connected together in wholeness. So, yeah, I feel blissful. I feel love. I feel bliss. So, let me just read. No, not read. Let me make some announcements. That's where I'm going. Make some announcements. Yeah, let me make announcements. Let me make some announcements. Yeah. Yeah, let me just breathe a few seconds. I'm hearing that next level is air. Air. The next level is air in the breath. So, yeah, let's go. So we are, thank you, everyone. So let's, I like when I'm moving like this because I hear the guys speaking, and I hear the ancestors speaking, and I'm going with, yes, thank you. You are all love. And I am love said you are all love. And so let's announce where we are. 1221 Charlotte, North Carolina. 1221 Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. 1221 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, on the corner of West Sugar Creek and Reagan Avenue, is Karen's Kitchen. Love Day. What you need?
Baby mama said, I guess my mama got for her. Then the baby mama called, she said she gonna bring her 8:30. Couldn't get in line.
Okay, sound good. We'll call.
I didn't know.
We'll check later. Yeah, let's call back in about 10 minutes for Am I Them. All right, that sounds good. Yeah, let's start all over again. I love this. I love being an open channel for source to flow through. What you see on the screen is all love, and I live what I speak. I've learned that through my journey and through my experiences that I don't try to fit into people mold. I just like love. I just love being me. I just love being Oracle. I love this experience. I had an amazing experience last night. Woke up and it was laughter. I was laughing, y'all. And I looked out the window and I was laughing. It was like I had all these bubbles in me, and because it was a laughter because there was something that a transformation that was happening inside of me. Not only that, it was something great for people that I really love. And I was just giving gratitude for something that we manifested in connection together. We made it like the triangle. We all focused on something and it happened. And I was just laying there and I was giggling and I was like, woo, do you see the vision? And that's why I'm full of joy. And the power, my guys are saying the power is already in you. Instant manifestation. And it's yours. It's your reward. All you got to do is just focus on it. It happens. It's like the direct signals is do, 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 and the universe picks up on it. Boop. So let me get back to my announcements before we get off. Okay. And I love all of you for just connecting with me. So Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel, NutriPrime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement. Announcements. Let's go. So here in Charlotte, North Carolina, 12/21. Karen's Kitchen Love Day. Here on the corner of West Sugar Creek and Reagan Avenue. We will be feeding 200, and I get the energy like it's 200 plus, here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And let me tell you who we are. I'm speaking of The Wallow. The Wallow is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. You can look us up on the Secretary of State website, and it will give you all the information about The Wallow. And for those of you that have say, oh, many people do whatever, hey, we are in alignment. So we are in alignment with the law. So therefore, everything that we are doing, we don't have to be like, oh, undercover or anything. It's all in alignment. So just to let you know that for those that say, oh, there's somebody else requesting. So no, as I share always, that we always give you the opportunity to be, to take part in this great event as a volunteer or as one that would like to give a donation. As Thea, I'm catching on what Thea says. Thea says she only asked for $1, and then I picked it up and I'm like, hey, $1 really goes a lot when you have 200 people giving $1, and that makes $200. And so as I share as Oracle, there is nothing too small that's not good enough. Everything, but I also say that if you are not in that area, but in this energy now, everybody's in that energy now to give, because how you focus is what you're gonna get. And that your love that you give, the prayers that you give, all has a powerful effect. Just send love that we have great weather that day, that the weather, it operates for us, and that everything that we need is already in place. So just do that. If you feel that right now, that may not be what you have right now, but that doesn't mean that you're not important. You are important to The Wallow. And so, yeah, $1, as she said that, many people drink coffee, many people buy sodas, and coffee costs more than $1. And so I believe in, I don't want to say believe, but I know from my experience that when you sacrifice some time in life for just one thing, don't you know it multiplies? And you're like, man, I gave up a Coke. And guess what? One of my coworkers brought me a Coke, brought me a whole, I'm just using an example, a whole case of Cokes. And I said I was just going to sacrifice that one Coke and just send that $1 to The Wallow, for Karen's Kitchen 12/21. But I just want you to know that The Wallow is all love. It's collective consciousness. I am The Wallow. Thea is The Wallow. Lazarus is The Wallow. We are founders, a foundation, the founders of it, but we are all love. And That's why you see me smile a lot, because the vision is real. The dream is real. It is not, some people do things that heart may not be in it, but I can honestly say that our heart is in it. Our heart is it. Our heart is wholeness with the Walu. So I want to just make sure you knew that what we speak about, what we invest in, it's not a game. It's love. It's all love. It's mastery of self. It's that in order for something to grow, it has to grow inside of you first. In order to love something, you have to love yourself first, because there's two sides. They both have to operate together. This is coming from Oracle. And so I wanted to share that with you. And I want to thank all of you that have already gave donation. Dee, I saw that on there, that what you gave, the sacrifice, and may the universe return that to you over 100-fold. And everybody else that have been given, it's all love. The vision is real. The vision is now. It says in there, write the vision, make it plain. The vision is for now. It is alive. The Walu is alive. It's the heartbeat. It's the breath. It's the kidneys moving. It's the lungs going in and out. It's the feet moving. It's the arms up and down. It's the hand clapping. It's the eyes blinking, the nose breathing. It's the mouth talking. The Walu is a whole body. It's the collective consciousness. So I want to share that with you. And I'm very grateful for many of you that have been seeing the vision, holding the vision, taking part in the vision. And we love you for that. We never want you to think that that we don't care. We do. We love you. We do. And we have Cash App. That's Thuwalu. That's the $ Thuwalu and 141. And we have PayPal, and we have Zelle, and we have GoFund. So if you would like to take part in that, we're just sending it out there, because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. And everything that at that day is going to be there. We just like to give people, according to the universal law, an opportunity to give so that you can receive. We have also coming up in January, the Pilgrim's Vacation in January 24 through 31. You can get this book on Amazon. And the Master Key Application 311 is by Lazarus Lamel. Everything that you need to know about the Pilgrim's Vacation is in this book. It's in here. And of course, you can go back on YouTube and you can see my journey of how I started out going, how my life was changed. Go back and see my baptism and everything that I went through, and how I am where I am today, how my body has really changed physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, how my body weight have changed. I think I've lost almost 75 pounds. I've come down. Stuff to carrying around a bunch of baggage that it was never mine. Hey baby, I'm still on my podcast. A bunch of baggage and stuff that was not mine. I was carrying around that I let go of it, and through love and care and peace and joy and happiness of returning to myself and knowing that I am mastery of myself. And so I'm grateful for that. We have also in February to May, we have the 90-day water fast cleansing, and the 90-day water fast cleansing revenge body book number 2. You can also get that on Amazon as well. I always encourage you to get the book. Go ahead and get it, so you can know about what is it really about the 90-day water fast cleansing. There is a lot in there. We say water fast. It's more than just water. The fruit, how we take of the fruit and the vegetables, and the time we take of it, and amount of water we take, what we do with our body. All of that is in there. Every day there's an affirmation. It's in there. So you want to know about yourself, how to live, how to eat to live. Some things we've been putting in our body, then we understand that, hey, this has not really been good for my kidneys, or this haven't been good for my liver. And then we really start reading it and saying like, man, I'm going to live, not die. You know, I want to live to increase and go up higher and higher and higher in my journey. And so with this physical body. So that is in that's February to May. And we just finished October Raw Reset. As you can see, there are a lot of us that some of us are still doing it. And we realized that the change that we took for ourselves, the change that we made, benefit us. My daughter will tell you that, you know, she was bringing me stuff and she realized that, my mom's taking part in the October Raw Reset, and that she saw that her mom was really serious, that she didn't get off. She was serious about what she was doing. And, you know, she always looks after me in many ways and many things. She wanted to make sure I eat. She was kind of concerned about my iron level because I was going hard. I was starting to get a little weak, but she found some things that help with my iron to boost my system back up. And I'm grateful for my daughter. And many of you know that I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. She is actually the baby and very talented and gifted. But I just want to shout her out because she's in here. I want to shout her out that her mom doesn't take her lightly, that her mom really loves her so dearly for the choosing me to be her mom as me choosing her to be my daughter, and having the vision and following her dreams of being a business owner, you know, being a business partner of the daycare, and having her own wine company and having her own tea lounge and own bookstore and art gallery. You know, and then she's also writing. She's writing 2 books right now. You know, I'm grateful for the gift that she has, that, you know, she came through my portal. And I'm just grateful that, you know, she understands me, and sometimes we bump heads, but I'm not saying we walk a straight line. We bump heads sometimes, but we able to straighten the line back out and come back together, give hugs and kisses. So, yes. So that's February to May. And we also, don't forget that we have the nursing home that we have adopted is Bryan Center Retirement Home. And that's where we take personal hygiene products and things to the elderly, to the residents there. And then we also, you know, the blanket ministry, which we'll be giving out. You know, that's one of the things that I want to do during the holiday, is the blankets and things to the elderly that are there, because they talk about being cold. And then we also still feeding up here on Reagan Avenue and Sugar Creek. We still preparing food, taking some the bags and things to them, and they run up to the car. You know, they ask me for certain things, which I have to, you know, get. You know, do I have some of those things I don't have? But they be so excited. I love to see the smile on their faces. Me and Gwen, you know, she helps me along that journey with me. But I noticed with Gwen doesn't have a shy bone in her. She's like, you want me to give this one this? And she's just like, she's giving the ladies hugs and stuff, you know. And I would just watch her. I see the light in her. She's she's a solar prime too. So I'm just grateful for I'm neutral. She's a solar. And so I'm just grateful for that seeing the light, that she's following that as well. And so we also have the pen pal, where you can write to the inmates. If you want to take part in that part of the ministry, just message us. We do get back to you. I haven't received some messages anybody about that yet. And we have the book ministry as well. We would like to purchase a book, and we can send it to the inmates, because the books have been, the books have been checked off to be able to go into the prison. So the books that Liza have written, they are able to go into the prison, and the inmates can receive them. So, you know, books are reasonable. So just go on Amazon. Then there's music. Liza has a lot of music on Amazon, and many people don't know about it. He's a producer and a writer that many people don't know about, that he has that gifts and talent. He's forever creating music for many people, beats and things, but he is a producer. He's a producer and a writer. So he writes songs. And so many of the music that you hear, that's music, that beats and things that he did for me to go on my podcast. And the music that you hear with Thea, Lassa does that as well. And then Jamar, his brother, does the same thing. So we have a lot of gifts and talents in Thuwalu that many of us Many of us that are part have gifts and talents that they're behind the scene. So there's a whole team in Tuvalu. I just want you to know that we're not alone. It's a whole team. And so, what else? Did I leave out anything else? I got that. I got. I think. Oh yeah, Gambia. We are still about ready to ship the boxes and things to Gambia in Africa. We have almost done. We almost done. I received a call from someone that had some more stuff that they wanted to bring, and so once we get that final thing, we're going to ship the boxes to Gambia, and that's in Africa. That's why I say we're always doing something. We're not just sitting. We're always moving. Since they had the thing with the food stamps, we're getting calls. We got a lot of calls about people needing food. So I've gotten calls from a lot of people. Do you have this? And in our meeting, Thea reported about, we have business meeting every week, and Thea reported about receiving calls, people asking her about food. Do you have any food? And so sometimes we go in our own personal funds to provide that, because the Tuvalu is just now growing, and we're not complaining about it. We just want to let you know that our journey is a real journey. The roots, the tree cannot grow without roots, and the roots are the ancestors. So we walk the path, we walk in their steps. So as the trunk of the tree is growing and the branches, and all of us are on the branch of the branch, we make up the branch in the tree, the Tuvalu. So I think that's it. Don't forget about the Facebook, and don't forget check us out on the website. Yeah, and then not only that, that's all of it. I think that's it. Oh no, I want to also don't forget about my nose is twitching. Somebody's talking about me. I hope it's a good thing. So it's all love. Don't forget that on Tuesday is Tea with T. And on Thursdays is the Purple Heart Squad. Last night, Lazar came on last night and was talking about 3-Eye Atlas. If you did not get the live broadcast of it, you can always go back and see it on YouTube and Facebook. It was recorded, as well as my podcast, as well as Tea with T. It's all recorded, so you can go back and always check it out, and go back and take some notes and find out how it connects with you as well. And I believe that's it. I believe that's where we're going with that. Happy New Day. Have an amazing rest of your day, and allow yourself to flow in that which you are, the mastery of self, and knowing that you are the creator of your reality, and thoughts become things, and things become a reality. You have passed the test. You have passed your exam, and this is graduation. Love you. Cool.